Are you listening? Damn.
Hello everyone, I'm Megan with Loserly VSG. I had vertical sleeve surgery in December of 2018 and I just had skin removal surgery in Tijuana, Mexico on November 12th, 2020 after losing 170 pounds. If you want to check out my other videos, it goes more in detail about the procedures that I've had done, my experience down there, and some videos where I've answered some questions. So today it's the first day I've been able to do some hair and makeup. It was hard. I was leaned over a lot. You can't raise your arms higher than this. And so it was a lot of leaning, a lot of struggling, but I was tired of not looking like myself. So I figured since I got it done, I better film a video for you guys. So today's video is going to be about what I actually used in Tijuana versus what I packed. In one of my videos, I quickly go over what I have packed, but I'll tell you first off, I packed way too many clothes and I didn't even pack that much. I packed like 3 or 4 like pajama type clothes. I didn't need that. So that's the biggest thing is don't put in lots of clothes. Put about 1 robe and 1 outfit for the airport and call it good. I'm gonna go down my list though, but if I go on a tangent on those clothes, I'll forget where I'm at. So no particular order, just what I could remember. Pads. You will need a thicker pad and like a panty liner type pad, and that is for mainly, and this is based off my procedures I've had. So that was for my armpits and anything touching in around my armpits. It was up in my garment, it was outside my garment, it was just protecting anything from hitting my armpits, and also the pads went around my drain sites, so there was no leakage on my clothes. The nurses at the hotel will help you put that all over your body, but you will have to provide the pads. And I took way more than I thought I needed. I can't even tell you amount, but I just had way too much. So if you're there for, and they don't do it at the hospital. So say I was at the hotel for 5 days, they're only gonna change them once a day. So you have a couple pads here, a couple pads here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 drains throughout my body. So you can do that math, but it's not as much. I took like 50. That's not needed at all. So I needed to lower that down, but they're important to bring. A lantern and a carabiner. So your drains will be held up when you shower by the carabiner, or the lantern. So it goes around your neck and then hooks onto a carabiner clip, and then those hook onto your drain. So while you are showering, your drains are held up. When you're not showering, you'll have a little belt on that has black pouches that all your drains can sit in, but while you're showering, you will need those items. I don't know if it was the travel or me being swollen and then going back down, or just maybe harsher water in Mexico, but everything was really dried out, especially my scalp. I'm still struggling with some dandruff. My face was super dry, and now my skin is getting super dry, so I'm having to use lotion. But face lotion was important for me. Even if I couldn't put it on, someone was gonna put it on for me, but you could reach up enough to get it on your face. So face lotion and chapstick. I didn't bother with any body lotion while I was there. I didn't want to travel with it, and I didn't want to even get it close to my incisions or get it on any of my garments, but face lotion and chapstick were important to me. A butt pillow. I did not have any butt work done, but losing all that weight, I didn't have a butt to begin with, and then like one of the first places any extra fat came off of was my butt, and so my tailbone is tender anyways, sitting on any hard surface and sometimes padded surfaces. And I knew from doing my research that the way I would be laying a lot with all these surgeries would be putting a lot of pressure on my butt. So I bought a good quality butt cushion, not a boppy pillow that has a hole, but an actual butt foam pillow. It has a little cutout in the back for your tailbone, but it saved me in the bed. I still use it in the bed, in the chair, on the couch, anywhere I sat, on the plane, on the wheelchair, at the airport. I put this butt pillow. Protein shakes and snacks. So like I've mentioned in my other videos, you're not really supposed to have snacks and drinks at the hospital. I just put all my snacks and drinks in like a different compartment than my main suitcase, so nobody saw it at the hospital. It was no big deal. But at the hotel, I drank protein shakes every day. I didn't love some of the food there, and sometimes the food didn't get delivered at the time it was supposed to, and I was hungry in between. So I brought all kinds of healthy snacks and a few not healthy snacks, but I mean, I wanted a few things of mashed potatoes, travel mashed potatoes. I only ended up eating one. I didn't really like it, but tuna packets, oatmeal, some protein bars, just whatever you can do to get in as much protein as you can and make sure that you know, when you're feeling snacky, you have some snacks. So the robe, like I mentioned, most of the time in the hotel, I was just wearing a robe. My companion was my dad. In my faja, the crotch is cut out. And so even though the bags from your drains carry that area or cover that area, you have people coming in a lot, checking on you, moving, needing to see things, needing to see your drain. So wearing the robe was the most comfortable and the most logical for the situation I was in. I brought my own antibacterial dial bar soap. There was like a pack of 3 that I brought. I used one in the hospital, one in the hotel, and then I had one for home. I left the one in the hospital, I left the one in the hotel and brought one home with me. I don't know what they would have used. And also on the soap issue is shampoo and conditioner. They never even offered any shampoo or conditioner to me. They just asked me if I had my own. And there was a soap dispenser on the wall in the hospital. I don't know what was in it, but they always just used what I had or asked me if I had my own and used it. So I have no idea what would have been used if I did not bring my own. Slip-on shoes. So I have some slippers that are hard on the bottom. I wore them to Mexico and I wore them back from Mexico. And when I had to move from the hospital to the hotel, I would wear them. Otherwise, I wasn't wearing any shoes, but they're easy. Just any kind of slip-on shoes or any shoes that are easier for you to get on, that makes sense in the weather. That was easy for me. Compression socks. So in the hospital right before surgery, they will put like hose type compression socks that go clear up to your thighs, and I don't know if they would have just used those same ones for the 7 days I was there. They never offered any more, but I had brought a pack that I got off of Amazon. I don't know, I think there was like 10 pairs of socks, and I took like 5 or 6 with me. So eventually one day I just offered that I had other socks and they put them on me. So again, I don't know if they would have got me another pair or what happens if you don't have your own. Earbuds. So my dad liked to listen to stuff on, you know, watch the TV or listen to his own stuff on his own tablet, and there were lots of times I wanted to listen to music or just watch TikTok on my phone, and so having the earbuds allowed me to listen to whatever I wanted while he was doing whatever he wanted. And of course on the plane, a long charger. So at the hospital, the plug-in is back behind your bed. Like a regular size charger would not reach to your bed. So that was handy there. In the hotel, there's a plug-in right in the lamp that's right by the bed, so it might not be as needed there. But like for the airport, it was nice to have a long cord, and for the hospital, so bringing a long charging cord for whatever electronics you're bringing. Back to the clothing again. The clothing that I did wear home were some bigger sweatpants. I didn't know if I'd be able to get into my regular sweatpants, so I just brought a pair of bigger sweatpants. And then I can't lift my arms above my head to get any shirts on that go over your head. So a button-up shirt that was not going to compress my armpits. I ended up wearing like a bigger zip-up jacket that would not dig into my armpits or be uncomfortable. sometimes getting lower denominations of money for tips is hard, so bringing lower denominations of money can be helpful. One of the valets was able to eventually get us some lower bills to be able to leave tips, but if you're wanting to leave tips, bring lower denominations of money. And also, you can give out the tips however you want, but myself and people before me have wrote out thank you cards at the end of the stay and put the money in each card with each girl's name on it. So thank you notes was important for me, might be for you. And then the last thing I could think of was Lipofoam. Even though I didn't have any lipo like in my stomach, the swelling around my belly button was kind of intense. And so one of the ladies that came in to give me the lymphatic massages, like on one of the last days, happened to ask me if I brought any, and I had brought a 3-pack, so she stuffed that into my faja to help compress my belly. So I'm not saying that it was absolutely necessary, but she was pleasantly surprised when I said yes, I had brought some and she could use it to help my stomach. So, and then I have continued to use the different Lipofoam pads until about yesterday, and then I just started tightening the faja more to just see if it was more comfortable for me. So, and in one of my earlier videos, I show all the different things I purchased, mostly off of Amazon, so you can find the stuff there. I will be doing a what I used when I got home video next, but that sums up what I used, what was necessary for me in my stay, when I stayed in Mexico. Thanks, guys.